comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Come on! Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The drive impact netted them a sweet punch counter. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Throws him down. Trips him up. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Strings it all together. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? I can't keep track of these corner switches. And the throw ends the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Does it with, just goes for it at this range. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Catches in the 3 bars for rising men. We've never seen Terry fall out like this. Big super arc hit. It's on. Player one will look to front KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Difficult situation for a throw. The impact gets blocked. They're not going to allow any jump in. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. All right, what's coming up next? Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Throws them to negate the block. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Strings it all together. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player two has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Almost no drive gauge left. This round looks like it's over. Fires a power wave! Who will capitalize on an opening first? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They are one move away from the win. They're going for the super art? In there! Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent brushes that off and keeps going. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Gets the combo. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Jumps. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player two is maintaining its... Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Elena's putting those educated burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Elena connects with Song of the Grapple. We're gonna see her bend in like no one else can. Counting on the super to do the job. Both fighters hit them with a stopping bomb. On for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Can either of these fighters win without... Can this drive bring them back? The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Let's loose the power weight. Wraps it up with a throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
something happen with an overdrive art. Gotta do better than that. Breaks the block with a throw. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Both fighters are raring to go. Overhead, but it won't work. Doc brushes that off and keeps going. Meets them air to air. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Burnout activates. What now? Wrecks them. Player 2 in dire straight throws them. Big throws. What are they gonna do? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player impact squat. Oh, here we anticipated that throw. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious drive impact misses. Gotta do better than that. Goes to the air. And whip. They're wide open. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. What now? Tons of space between the fighters now. Sees the overhead coming. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Solid anti-air. Hits the drive. What an overhead, but it won't work. A real test of nerves. The shot pays off. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Come on, get ready. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. What's the play here? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 has the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. That was a solid anti-air. The super armor does its job. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 can't use anymore, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They gotta take advantage of this drive difference. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Can't tech the throw? Scrapping it out up close. Knockdown and hits him with a stop and block. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Going in. Jumps in. Jumps up and whip. They're wide open. Light lead is there, but still any super art to show what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Hits them down with a super. Now that's how you take them down. Taking no prisoners. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, look, adds a bit of OG spice there. Raises with power wave. Blocks the impact. Player 2 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Throws them. Both sides. There's the counter we wanted. Player pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2 is looking looking at a grim situation with burnout. Nothing stops this train. Nailed it! Oh, yo, Ross Super here. And they're just gonna go for Gypsum for the win. That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Breaks the block with a throw. Just out of range for that throw. Stays cool and counters. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Strings it all together. Knockdown. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Fantastic reactions there. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 hits him with a stop and bop. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Barely blocks the jump in, baits out the attack, and gets the punish counter. Very slick with the combo. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They were right to be on guard there. Gets carried to the corner. Going in. Side connects with the throw. Jump. And whip. They're wide open. Any mistake here is gonna be cashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shuts that down with a parry. Barely blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Oh, with the drive impact. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Will this super art connect? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Misses the drive impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Where is their opening? Taking stock. Carry! Oh! Brings up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fires a power wave! Jumps in! Hits him with a stop and bop. The throw missed. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Jumps, going in. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Max and connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Excellent block. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Gotta do better than that. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be blocking that flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves.
challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Come on, get ready.
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Still slugging it out here. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. I can't keep track of these corner switches. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nice counter. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Nails the crack shoot. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. They were expecting that drive impact. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Going in? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Medium kick. Blocks the impact. Medium kick hits. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Quick breather. Player 1 cross-up attack. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Only a little bit of off for the critical art. Will this be enough to kill?
The big one.
Still in it with a sliver. Any mistake here that were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Pokes with a kick. They're willing to risk it for the overdrive. The drive gauge is there's a man doesn't set the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Oh, perfect execution with the anti-air. There's a power wave. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Both players will need to keep tabs on their SA gauge. Going in? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Ooh, what a smart throw! Grabs and throws them away. Throws that off! Excellent damage on that! A back throw for damage and vital positioning! Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick! A real test of here comes the boom! Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super! Put them on a t-shirt with that finish! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that weapon. Fires a power wave. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Checks with a projectile. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is a huge chance to make them feel it. Sticks the combo. Right lead opens up. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Jumps in. Grabs and throws them away. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Smart play with the throw. Oh, says no to the impact. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Hits them with a stop and pop. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Switch sides. Just what they were after. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not to rush in, finds the target. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Breaks the block with a throw. Ooh, what a smart throw. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Solid anti-air. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. What now? Player 2 corrects them. What are they gonna do? Goes to the air. Throws them. These guys are not giving each other any time. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious putting it all on the line. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike.
Terry.
Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Oh! Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. Impacts a no-go. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 chases them down. Takes a trip. Tries to catch them out with the arch stick. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 can't use it. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Hits them with the Busta Wolf for some stylish damage. Closing moments of the match. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Grabs him. Hits him with a stop and pop. Oh, burnout triggered. A quick breather. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Max SA gauges. They're going for the super art. There's a change of sides. Knockdown and avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Cross up. Flushes that off and keeps going. Vagabond forever elevator. Good instincts to spend resource. That combo finishes it. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Gets carried to the corner. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Drops him hard. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Oh man, this is a scary with anti-air in the clutch. Good decision with that throw. Amazing. Gotta do better than that. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. The drive impact doesn't work. Jumps. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Throws them. Okay, here we go. Solid anti-air. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Punish counter on reaction. Player one can't use no hesitation or regret. Hits them with the NSS dummy. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that rundown. The low kick hits. This unleashes some big damage. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Strings it all together. Backs them into the corner. Not letting that go. Can't tech the throw. Takes a drill. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. In a dire situation. KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nails the crack shoot! How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Flushes that off and keeps going. Took him to the corner in a flash. Doesn't miss a beat. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Hits something. It's a good spot to use the super. Closing it out with a super hard finish. Nice and clean. Flawless run. They got him so quick. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets the counter in. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Takes the chance to hurt him. Drive gauge is at the limit for both fighters. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Oh, burnout on both sides? Gets the jump in. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead opens up. The dome! Player one creates a good corner opportunity. This is a huge chance to make a peak.
Up for football wolf! Is this a game changer?
Player closes with the throw, hitting him with the smart stuff.
Round two.
Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Smart play to stop the opponent.
Raises with power win!
Jumps,
Hits him with a 1-2-3!
jumps in, brushes that off and keeps going. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Their spacing is so on point. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. Both ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. We have Super Arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. They just won't stop switching sides. KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. The super armor does its job. Handily escapes the throw. Counter hit throw there. Knockdown. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right. That drive impact is blocked. Gets the tech. But how will they get out of this corner? Very solid corner switch. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Grabs him. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Opts to spend the super meter here. A clean KO. Nice metering. In there. Player one wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Jump. Peppers him with a smart play to stop the opponent. What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Raises with power win!
Still very early in the round. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? That drive impact is blocked. Player, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. The throw whiffs. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. What's the next move? Jumps in, brushes that off and keeps going. That combo did decent damage. Player two is not in a good place to KO. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
Now, find a new rival.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets the counter in. Throws him down. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What's the play here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown. Can't tech the throw? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Nice KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Combo with the target combo. Scrapping it out up close. But experiencing burnout. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A quick breather. Jump. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Denies the jump in. Flies in with a fist that connects with the throw. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages. Gotta do better than that. Jumps in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Breaks the block with a throw. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Carries to the corner. This may be bad news. The drive impact doesn't work. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Excellent block. Dangerous range here. Connects with the throw. Sick super armor use. Are you kidding me? Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Still slugging it out here. What's the play here? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a KO? Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Anticipated that counter and blocked. Player 2 can build off this lead, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't use any drive moves, hits them with a stop and pop. What'll happen here? Oh, says no to the impact. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with the check. Connects with the throw. Like it's a good spot to use the super. Wants to close it out in style, but isn't enough. What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Throws him. What's next? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Gets a chance with that jump hit. Denies that throw attempt. Knockdown. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Very solid corner switch. That drive impact is blocked. All right, what's coming up next? Impact's a no-go. Takes a trip. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fires a power wave! They break things off to take a quick breather. Player 2 adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody got him up against to come from the brink like that. What a comeback! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in. Does a good job of pushing back. Player hits him with a stop and bop. Doesn't miss a beat. Gets the back throw to turn things around. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 in dire straits with Perk connects with the throw. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Going in? Oh my, the throw tech. Drive usage is back on the table. All the throws connects. Dangerous range here. Power wave! Impact squash! This is the breaks it! Opposing Montreal critical. What's gonna happen? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Big one! Closes it out! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Come on! Get ready! Showtime! Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the surprise rush in. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Player 1 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. What are they thinking here? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Brushes off the impact. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Grabs him. Knockdown.
Bad idea.
Throws him to negate the block. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
One combo can end this round right now.
Vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. Fires a power wave.
This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they burnout activates. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within rank KO. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Throws them to negate the block. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Throws them. What's next?
You messed up.
Player 1 can build off this lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Jumps in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Breaks the block with a throw.
Knockdown. Just goes for it at this range.
Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
All right!
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting.
Hits the drive. Hits the dome. Yo, you got a cheat sheet?
Nice counter.
Power wave.
Rushes in.
Trouble from up top.
Nice fireball. Throws him. Oh, here we go. Solid anti-air.
Oh, slick reactions with a vertical roll.
Oh, man, this is a skip. The drive impact doesn't work.
Let's lose the power wave.
Oh,
Nothing stops this train.
what's next? From above. Impact squat. Player 1 is on the brink of disaster.
North anti-air in the clutch.
Looking for a hook. Burnout. Did they mean to do that?
Power wave.
Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
Big Drama Jamma.
Player 1
Really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Fighting Master!
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Oh, with the drive impact. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? He utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Hits him for the stun. This might be over. Gets him. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Steps back to start things off. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Will that drive impact get punished? Still very early in the round. Dashes forward. Grabs and throws him away. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Rushes that off and keeps going. Very slick with the combo. Throws them full. All the throw connects. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arts. Knew the throw was coming. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Big one!
Closes it out. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stop and block. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Goes for the fireball. Player 2 has the life lead. Goes for the throw. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. Gets the tech, but how will they get out of this corner? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Adamant flame. Hold your breath. Finishes them with a drive impact. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to create, brushes that off and keeps going. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Player 1 will look, springs forward with the drive rush. Gets the combo. Looking for a chance. Fires a power wave. What'll happen here? Max SA gauges. Unbelievable. It's a good spot to use the super. Connect with Civil Calamity. Kuma ain't sucking you in for bed, but you're going to sleep real fast. Both fighters planning something? We have super arts on deck. There's still a... Ooh, what a smart throw. A quick breather. Oh my god, they just choked it up. A real test of nerves here. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1, no! Critical art now closes it out. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Nails the anti-air. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Jump in, finds the mark. Lots of aggression from both sides. Misses the drive impact. Knockdown. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Next hit will end this. Snipes him out the air. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Still very experiencing burnout. Takes a trip. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Looking for a chance. Raises with power wave. Throws a fireball. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Doing some quick planning? Fires a power wave! Jumps? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. A quick breather. Smart play with the throw. Super clutch corner switch. Scrapping it. It's a good spot to use the super. I hope you're not a lightweight because one hit for this cup is enough to ether you. Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home.
Here comes a new challenger. You must crush them.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 with the life lead. Goes for the command grab. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Beautiful setup with that attack. Life lead opens up. Takes a trip. Down to the wire. Were they baiting them into that? KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Grabs them. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Going on the offensive? Throws them to negate the block. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Brushes that off and keeps going. Soup digs in deep to get that drive impact. Smart play with the throw. The dome. Big throws. Going in. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Nails the crack shoot. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Opts for the critical art. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to do the cash money damage they need.
Wrestling is unstoppable.
This is a critical anti-air in the clutch. Burnout! Did they mean to do that? No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a fireball up close. Will gain control of the match in the early going. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Takes a trip. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. Projectile to try and change the situation. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? They were right to be on guard there. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player bears the impact, not letting that go unpunished. It's a good spot to use the super. Packs in the 3 bars for right away. We've never seen Terry fall out like this. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockout and looking for a chance. Target lock and scoop. Jump? Will they gamble something here on it? The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 reads the jump in perfectly. Ooh, what a smart throw. looking for a hold.
Let's lose the power wave!
This is a critical moment.
Big time whiff!
Player 2, oh, yo, raw super hit. They both get the projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who's going to steal? Looking to plant him with a pile gun. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Jump, throws them. Okay, here we go. Dangerous range here. This is gonna hurt. What's next? Gotta do better than that. Player 2's anti-air in the front. The drive impact doesn't work.
Power wave!
They're in range.
Big time whiff!
Ooh, what a smart throw.
Oh my God, Rock Super!
Looking for the jackhammer.
I can't believe it! Is it this time to bust this out? Are you kidding me?
I've seen a lot of fights in my day.
Challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Come on, get ready. Mission round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Those aren't working here. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Still slugging it out here. Easily escapes. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Oh, whiffs the throw. Throws him. What's next? Trips him up. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Does a good job of pushing back. Down to the wire. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Grabs them. Whiffs the throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Oh, easy tag. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers.
Nails the crack shoot!
Player 1 will look to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Combo with the target combo. Sticks the smart play to stop the opponent there. Smart play with the throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could send the little game for them to stop Gohago. That's a counter. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Cashes in the 3 bars for 5%. We've never seen Terry fall out like this. Wow, that's some big-time damage there. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Brushes off the impact. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Down to the wire. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Big counter. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. A quick free KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's a counter. Are we going? The level 3 super looking to make them feel it. Big super art hit. It's on. Breaks the block with a throw. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Dashes up. Genius read. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter event. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Come in there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Starts with a jump in. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's the play here? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Oh, easy tech. It's just out of range for that throw. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how y'all put that away? Raises with power will. Jumps up, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Hits him with a stop and bop. Player 1 can build off this lead. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Dashes up. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This impact squat. Both fighters planning. Oh my god, what a throw tech. Noticeable life lead. Is a ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Jumps, reads the throw and escapes. Uses the target combo as a fillet. Ooh, ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Player 2 is in a very shoots their shot. Taps him on the dome. Player 2, oh, putting the cherry on top. Looking to remove him from the fences with the period catch. Like Demon Blade kick. Both sides getting ready. Knew the throw was coming. Player 1 wall blast into the card frame. The Wolf of South Pound is on the hunt and ready to do his thing. My man's about to show anyone who runs this town. What's next? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Scrambling here to avoid that corner. They're dizzy. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. It is over. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been...
Comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's going to be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Come on, get ready. Time for a beatdown. Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Jump in finds the mark. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Lots of aggression from both sides. Oh! Grabs him. Starts off zoning with fireballs. They knew that throw was coming. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Decides to meet them in the air. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Brushes that off and keeps going. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Left off the projectile to waste time. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Players in a good spot to use the super. No, are they actually dead? Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player two is the last fighter standing.
Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Come on. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player two in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Impact's a no-go. I can't keep track of these corner switches. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Throws them to negate the block. Oh! Were they baiting them into that? KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump-in is denied. Grabs them. Player two chases them down. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Takes a trip. Medium kick hit. Side hustle to start something? Both fighters planning something? The no-fly zone. Blocks the impact. Do they have enough drive gauge? Burnout activates. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Is this gonna kill?
That felt good, didn't it?
And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Holds out with the block. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Puts one in the pocket. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Oh! Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Okay, creating some space here. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Solid combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Knockdown and KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That drive impact doesn't get through. Checks them with the projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Both sides have the super gauge max and ready to rip. Both fighters planning something? Pokes with a medium kick. Checks with a medium kick. Anthony! Going in. Jumps up. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily. Yo, put that away. A quick breather. Gotta do better than that. Shows a medium kick. The kick hits! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Fires a power wave. A parry? That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Super arc on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation connects with the throw. Grabs and throws them away. Amazing! But solid anti-air. Players burn out, but they may have a plan here. Pumps the brakes on the impact. What now? Oh my god, what a throw test! Nothing stops this train!